In ancient China, eunuch was a very special group. As the servants of the emperor, they had a chance to know imperial secrets, which were hardly to know by the people living outside the imperial palace. So, in all dynasties, eunuchs more or less participated in political events. As early as Shang Dynasty, eunuchs already served in the inner court. But during this time, eunuchs were formed prisoners of war. Ordinary people rarely were castrated, only to work in the inner court as eunuch. In the Western Zhou dynasty, ordinary people started to be castrated to work as eunuchs. But the number wasn't high. Besides, eunuchs were in the very bottom, so they didn't have many chances to participate in state affairs. Eunuchs' first time played roles in political affairs happened in Warring States period. In Qin dynasty, Qin Shi Huang's mother, Zhao Ji, had a lover called Lao Ai, who was the most famous impostor eunuch in ancient Chinese history. After Qin Shi Huang passed away, eunuch Zhao Gao was the actual ruler of the court, through controlling the second emperor of Qin. But whether Zhao Gao was a real eunuch, researchers had different opinions. In Han Dynasty, the empress daughter and her original family played a very important role in making political decisions. In late Han Dynasty, eunuchs group gradually became powerful and could fight with the empress daughter and her family. During the Emperor Ling's time, there were 10 powerful eunuchs. The first empress of the Emperor Ling was forced to suicide because of eunuchs' false accusation. After the Emperor Ling passed away, eunuch group won the battle with the empress daughter He and her supporters. The eunuch group totally controlled the court. In Han Dynasty, there was a person who was widely known by today's people, but people rarely noticed he was an eunuch. This eunuch was called Cai Lun, who was considered as the inventor of paper and the paper-making process. In the first half of Tang Dynasty, the most famous eunuch was Gao Li Shi. He was Tang Xuanzong's most trusted person. Gao Li Shi was considered as one of the greatest eunuchs in ancient China. After An Lushan's rebellion, eunuchs became powerful and powerful. They were not only worked in the court as high-level government officers, but also had armies. Eventually, eunuchs even had a right to decide the crown prince candidate. In my opinion, Tang Dynasty was eunuchs' golden age. Although Ming Dynasty eunuchs were more famous, but Ming eunuchs were controlled by the emperor, while late Tang emperor were controlled by the eunuchs. In Song Dynasty, the founding emperor Song Taizu set a series strict rules to prevent eunuchs participate in state affairs. Most time of Song Dynasty, eunuchs didn't deeply involve in political affairs. But In the Emperor Huizong's time, several eunuchs got Huizong's favor and involved in making decisions for state affairs. Song quickly became weak and was conquered by Great Jin. Then Northern Song ended. Ming Dynasty was eunuchs' another golden age. Under the emperor's support, eunuchs group became a powerful political party to compete with government officers. Ming emperors controlled the court through manipulate those two groups. Ming Dynasty had two famous invisible emperors. The Emperor Jiajing didn't show up in the court for 20 years. The Emperor Wan Li didn't show up in the court for about 30 years. But they still firmly control the court. I know you are curious about how they did it. I will tell you later. Ming Dynasty had many famous eunuchs like Zheng He, Feng Bao, Wei Zhongxian, etc. I will tell you their stories in future. In Qing Dynasty, most time eunuchs' power were limited in the inner court. They had no chance to manage the court even in late Qing Dynasty. The most famous eunuchs in Qing Dynasty were living in Cixi's age, like An Dehai, Li Lianying, Cui Yugui, etc. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.